And you are looking live at the Get Your Geek On March Madness Final Four special. Yes, today we figure out who makes it to the championship next week. And to explain who the characters are, how we got this far, and what's coming up next is the host of Get Your Geek On. Please welcome David Grimillion.
No intro music for me. No applause. No nothing.
No.
It's good to be the sound prognosticator, isn't it?
It is.
Alrighty. So what is all this geekiness about? This is the Geeky Final Four. It started off with 64 of our geekiest characters. We had a Marvel bracket, a DC bracket, a video game bracket, and a Star Wars bracket. And now we've been able to whittle everything down to the Final Four. We have our bracket champions all set up. We have Thor out of the Marvel bracket. We have Yoda out of the Star Wars bracket. We have Superman out of the DC bracket. And the big surprise was Arthas coming out of the video game bracket.
Yeah, because he took out the number one.
Yeah, I mean, that was a big upset. I don't think a lot of people saw that coming at all. Actually, he took out the number two. Kirby was the second seed. And he just mopped the floor with Kirby. I mean,
oh my goodness.
That was kind of close, but in the end, no, not so much. So now it comes down to, okay, so who moves on into the tournament championship? But before we get into that, I want to talk about our sponsors that we had chip in on this, because last year when we did this tournament, we had some pretty good prizes. And it's, by the way, it is a free tournament. Every year it's free to enter. All you have to do is just sign up on our website, getyourgeekon.org, register, fill out a bracket, and you're in. That's all you got to do. But this year, the prizes were exponentially better. And that's thanks to our sponsors. And let me lead off by saying thank you to Legion M. Legion M is, they call it crowdfunding for movies. And they were able to chip in some T-shirts and some other swag. We also want to say thank you to SeaWorld of San Antonio. They chipped in a pair of day passes to their general park, SeaWorld, and to Aquatica, their water park. Also, Laser Legend chipped in a party for 10 people to include 2 laser tag or golf games for each person, 3 pizzas, large drinks, and free 30 minutes at their arcade per person. Wow. And those 2 prizes right there are exclusive to San Antonio guests, or San Antonio entrants. San Antonio area, I mean, if you're from New Braunfels or even San Marcos or even Austin, I'm not going to deprive you. It's just on you to come down, and come set all this up. I'm chipping in out of my own personal stock a Star Wars Issue 0 variant comic, 2 Darth Maul graphic novels, a Gwenpool Gallery statue, and a Catwoman statue. I'm chipping those in on my own. There's a board game prize that came in from Nightwatch Game. That is the Flamme Rouge game, and also Legend of the Five Rings, 2 very popular board games out there. An esports prize that comes courtesy of the Dallas Fuel Overwatch League team. They gave us a jersey autographed by one of their players. So that was pretty cool. That was not often you see something like that. And the big prize, the one that everybody got all excited about, was from HyperX. They sent us a bundle, including a Cloud Revolver S headset, an Alloy FPS Cherry Blue Switch keyboard, that's the mechanical one, an extra large mouse pad, a Pulse Fire FPS mouse, and the HyperX hat. So you get nice hat in there as well. So
Sweet.
So those are the sponsors we lined up for this year. So I can't wait to see what we do next year. That's going to be awesome. All right, so who's going to move on and who's not? So in our first matchup, we had Thor versus... Oh, I like this.
There we go.
Thor versus Arthas. Let's go ahead and do this. Marvel versus video game. Man, judging off of our 5 criteria, which is who has the edge in strength, intellect, durability, popular vote, and the D20. So don't go off thinking that it's just a straight up one-on-one fight.
No, because it's not.
We have to have criteria. I mean, come on now. We got to do this the right way. We can't just pick arbitrarily. What fun is that?
No, that's no fun at all. We need to actually adhere to the rules of the game.
So here's what happened. Arthas actually won the D20. It was 10-7 on that D20 roll. And I actually don't seem to have... Oh, yeah, and Thor won the popular vote.
Ooh,
so whoever takes 2 out of 3 on the following categories wins. So let's start with durability. Who can take a hit better, Thor or Arthas? I'm gonna have to go with Arthas on this one.
Okay.
I'm going now. I only have one vote.
Yes.
All right, these two gentlemen here also have their own votes.
Well, I've
Goose
never
and
actually
Minion.
played World of Warcraft,
The way I
but
think
I've
about
seen
it is
Thor come back from being a frog.
yes, and there have been 25 players, all of them with high level gear, wailing on Arthas for a long period of time.
Yeah.
And it takes a while to whittle him down. Now, Arthas, of course, goes toe-to-toe with some big hitters himself, like the Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen him take hits from the Hulk and come back.
And Thing.
And, yeah, and Thing.
Probably
And Thanos.
Thanos.
Yep, so we've seen that as well. I don't know. I think I still have to give the edge to Thanos.
I think he even took a hit from Phoenix.
Did he?
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Pretty
well,
sure.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
I'm just gonna go with Thor, mainly because, well, he's God of Thunder. I mean, he's a god.
That he can take the hit. You're
He can
saying
take
better
the
than
hit.
Arthas.
He can take the hit.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably so.
All right, so that's okay. So that goes 2-1 against. I'm okay with that. Even though you're wrong, it's okay. And we. All right, so we give the edge to Thor in durability.
Yes.
So if he wins in strength, it's pretty much over because I can almost guarantee intellect is going to go to Arthas. Thor is not the brightest bulb in the box. He keeps falling
That's
for
very
Loki's
true.
tricks all the time.
So intellect. Do you agree? Intellect goes with Arthas.
Intellect, yeah.
All right,
Arthas.
so then it comes down to strength.
Oh, boy.
Whoever wins
Yeah.
strength wins this one. And as much as I love the character Arthas, I mean, Thor wields the hammer. He can really dish out some punishment when it comes to brute strength. I love Arthas. He's got a lot of weapons in his arsenal, a great deal of dark magic that he draws upon. But yeah, I think I have to go with Thor for strength.
Yeah.
I agree. Because
Oh.
even then, when you look at just Chris Hemsworth alone, and how chiseled he looks, yeah. I mean, as my sister-in-law even says, muscles.
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 Yeah, I think I
Mans-
think I have to give the edge reluctantly. I think I have to give it to Thor for strength. So that means that Thor moves on to the championship round. I mean, nail biter. I mean, that was really close.
It was.
That was pulling out there in the final seconds. So now it comes down to the other side, which is the Star Wars champion Yoda versus the DC champion Superman. And man,
God, I pulled my hair out.
I
week
know
for
that
this
one was. Oof.
well, here's the scary part. Yoda won the popular vote going away. It wasn't even close. I mean, I made sure to share myself into some DC groups to try to get some other opinions. I wasn't trying to rig it, but you want as many votes, as many opinions as possible. So I tried the best that I could, but I mean, the popular vote, I'm trying to pull it up now, wasn't even close.
No, it wasn't that
Nah.
close at all. It was just sad. Superman took a beating there.
And then the D20 roll, Yoda 15, Superman 4. Superman laid an egg
That makes
on
me.
the D20
That makes me
roll.
sad.
So yeah, that's not
Whoa.
going to go too well for him either. So already Yoda is up 2-0, which means if he wins just one other category, then it's over.
Okay, well, strength and durability I believe go to Superman.
Well, durability for sure, because
Definitely.
as
I mean, he took on Doomsday.
as soon
Right?
as Superman punches Yoda one time, I
Yoda's
mean,
done.
that's the ball game right there. I mean, that's
And
Yeah.
and Yoda punches Superman. Yoda ends up with a broken hand.
pretty much.
Unless he does a force push or something.
Well, even then, because if George had left the midichlorians out of it, you could argue that the Force is magic,
Which Superman would have a weakness against.
but it's science, so that doesn't count. For the record, it was 68-32 as far as percentage points go for Yoda.
Oh, on the
Three-
popular vote,
322 total votes, 219-103.
you people disappoint me.
And
But anyway,
so who is? Let's face it. This is what it comes down to: is the intellect. Is Superman smarter than Yoda? And I love that we get to ask that question.
where else are you going to hear that question being asked?
I
people?
mean, good God.
Nowhere. Just nowhere.
That
I love my job.
Yoda is very wise.
That is true.
But Superman, he's not a dunce
No.
either.
That's true.
I mean, he genius level intellect alone, but at the same time, Yoda's got 900 years, and after 900 years,
Yeah.
you kind of pick up on a few things here
But
and there.
what would have happened if they had made Anakin a master?
Well,
Well, that's why they didn't give
Would
him
he
the
not
master.
have? Would he maybe lean more towards Jedi and less towards Sith at that point?
I think, well, Anakin was also more running on emotions.
now I got this off of, I bookmarked this one from Quora.com,
Mm-hmm.
Quora.com, and it says he's afflicted with plot-induced stupidity.
What?
Who?
Plot-
Yoda?
Now, no, Superman.
Oh yes.
Oh,
All
that's
right,
true.
so
yeah.
generally speaking, he's descended from the genetically enhanced genome of a superintelligent species whose parents were at the top of the food chain.
Right.
He's one of the smartest beings on the planet, Lex Luthor, Ray Palmer, and Batman included.
Right.
However,
Oh,
There we go.
he's also only as smart as the writers make him.
that's true.
So there have been some times where he is as smart as Metron, Gorilla Grodd, Mr. Terrific, and so on.
I mean, he thought
But-
enough to have a big giant key to be the way to get into the fortress.
Well, that's true. That's true. But there have also been times when, he's also kind of an idiot and he's a dunce.
And if we're going to look at plot-based
I mean-
stupidity, let's look directly at Lex Luthor
I was just about to say,
and Lois Lane.
I was just about to say, I mean, if you look at it, he got outfoxed by Lex Luthor because Lex basically said, "Don't look in that box," but I really want you to look in that box. So I'm going to say, "Don't look in that box," and Superman fell for it.
Oh well.
Oops.
So I think I have to give the edge to Yoda.
Oh man.
I think I have to give the edge to Yoda as far as the intellect.
That means
Well, that's my vote.
Okay. Well, like I said earlier, I think that Yoda, after so many years of being on the Jedi Council, I think and plus travel the galaxy, Superman's only been to one planet that we know of.
no.
No,
He's been to several
He's been to
planets.
several, but I think
Several
Yoda's been
planets.
around.
Look
He's
at
been
the
a whole
Exile
galaxy.
storyline. He's been to Warworld. He's
Okay.
been to.
Now, I'll say Superman is smarter than the average human being, and he has a photographic memory. But the question is
Probably
he
has an
smarter
eidetic
than,
memory too.
Is he smarter than Yoda? And I don't think that he is.
I don't think so either. I mean, as much as I'd like to say so, in terms of who's tougher, yeah, Superman obviously is tougher. But in terms of intellect,
Goose, is there an argument to be made for Superman over Yoda?
I don't think so.
I don't think there is either. So we have two. Well, we have one upset here. Yoda defeats Superman, so it'll be Yoda versus Thor.
Oh boy.
Yoda versus Thor in the
I
overall championship
never
match.
saw this one coming.
That was I keep trying to think of an argument for Superman. I mean, I'm trying, but I can't think of
As
one.
much as I would love to have seen a Superman Thor matchup, Yoda versus.
Oh man, Superman versus
Thor.
Thor would have been so much fun to see.
But that's gonna. Wow.
I just-
Yoda and Thor.
I
never.
just,
Totally
Yoda
totally
and
out of
Thor
left
to
field.
meet up in the championship round.
Yoda versus Thor for the title, for the whole ball of wax, for the whole.
So we're
nine
gonna do.
yards.
So we're gonna do this again next week, one more time, and we're gonna actually have a special guest in studio next week.
Yes, we are. Well, calling in.
No, we're also gonna have one in studio.
Oh yes, we're gonna have double guests. Sorry, I was thinking about that. All right, so next week, this is confirmed just today. Dan Jurgens.
is gonna call in.
It is Jurgens.
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 Yes.
The Superman writer, the man who helped to write the death of Superman in '92.
Yes.
The man who has been writing Batman Beyond.
And
series.
Action Comics for the last 2
Action
years.
Comics and so on and so forth.
A real legend.
He'll be calling in
Yes.
next week. And in studio, sitting right about here, will be Chris Hoffman from the Comic Book Crew
Mm-hmm.
over on the CW35 television channel.
Yep, and he will be here to witness the championship round.
Oh, what fun is that going to be?
I'm telling you.
Yoda versus Thor.
All right, so tune in same time next week right here on the YouTube page of Get Your Geek On. And head over to our Facebook page because we're going to be live on Facebook momentarily. That's facebook.com/GYGO Radio. And we'll be back here, same place, next week.